couple of videos ago, I went out and purchased R33 GTR. That car, I wasn't even planning on buying, but it was a really good deal, and wanted to get my hands on one so we could develop parts for those cars as well, and also build a little more wild of a vehicle. Meanwhile, though, I have had an R33 GTR on order, and took a couple months to get it, and finally arrived. So long morning at the port. Paperwork was all screwed up. Escort drove me around. We got the right paperwork, got it printed out. Then we went to go get the car after we found it. No start. It cranked and cranked and cranked. Battery was fine. Car didn't start. I didn't have anything to try and diagnose it there. All I could do was get it towed out of there. So we flagged down a guy with an empty trailer. Luckily, he was willing to tow the car out of the Port of Baltimore for us, which was super helpful. Very thankful for that guy, and for my escort for the morning as well. That guy driving me around was super smart. He came up with the idea to flag a guy down, and so without further ado, here we have our very own R33 GTR. The hood is popped because it still doesn't run. This car is in immaculate shape. Except for being really dirty right now from sitting at the port and from traveling around the world. It is almost all original. It's got some wheels and an air filter, and what else? It has Nismo Weldina exhaust. It's a really funky looking big tip. Otherwise, this thing's just in good shape. It only has 70,000 kilometers on it, super low kilometers, and is pretty damn original. Has some little stuff done to it. Gauges, which were removed before it was shipped, and some like car stereo mods, and it had like a little like RVIT like display thing, and that's it. It is a Series 3. Has the red stitching in the seats. The seats are beautiful, by the way. Excellent shape. Has the xenon headlights that are very sought after. Generally just a really nice clean example, other than being dusty right now. The plan for this car is to really just develop some parts and enjoy it, you know, keep it mostly original. Any modifications we do, probably gonna put it back to stock. It's a low kilometer, really nice car, and kind of want to keep it that way. I don't want to hot rod it too much, but we'll see how that goes. First thing I got to do, though, is get it to start.
And moved around different places. Fuel's sitting in it forever. Fuel was on.
Kylie's already
got
ranting.
some rando new fuel put in it, but not great. Like,
well, apparently it did this in Japan.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's when they put more fuel in it, but not the great fuel. Like
port fuel. So,
yeah.
Funny story, while I was there, this dude comes out of nowhere with a gas can and some shitty little tiny funnel, and is like starting to like put gas in it, and the escort dude that was with me was like, what kind of gas is that you're putting in it? And he was like, oh, you don't want to know.
See what I mean?
So I assume it's just like old gas they have to like drain out of stuff
probably
before they ship it, and they just like collect it.
Whatever. I don't like this gas.
No, I don't like this.
You know, I would drive it, this way a while and see if it does anything.
All right.
Then if it acts normal, then I'd wait 3 weeks from sitting and then see how it acted. I know you don't want to leave your car sitting 3 weeks.
It'll happen.
Yeah, it'll happen.
fresh spark plugs.
Okay. Well, before it gets warm, I'm gonna.
She's smooth.
Smooth.
What's what?
Look real black.
Oh, dang.
Oh, shit. Excuse me? We got a CD to put in this thing? I do. I have a CD.
It's
Take
like
all the
frame.
scrap off and go up the road.
These are 18 by 10.5 plus 15 Desmond Regamaster Evo 2s. This is the gloss silver finish. I had my buddy John at Speed Design Custom Graphics put the decals on, because it's critical that you get these things put on in a very specific orientation, and he nailed it. And while they were over there, he shares space with my friend Jason at Immaculate Detailing, and Jason put ceramic coating on them, did a paint correction even though they're still brand new, did a paint correction and ceramic coating. 2 coats. These things are going to shine and hopefully stay pretty clean too. I knew I was going to put some different wheels on the GTR. It comes with some nice work wheels. Not really my style, not what I pictured having on my GTR. So, you know, we're a dealer for Volk Racing and Advan, so it would have made sense to get those. But I've always been a Regamaster guy. Had them on my S13, started building a Mustang, even had them on that. And so even though we're not a dealer for them and they're still really hard to get, they do at least make a rebooted version of them that are now made in Japan instead of Russia. And so after a fairly short wait, I got myself a set. You're gonna hear me say a lot of good things about a pretty bone stock car from 1997 here, because this thing really is awesome. I've driven quite a few 33s, 34s even, so a little newer, a little nicer, and this car I'm extremely happy with. It just is so smooth. Everything works. Everything is perfect. All the gauges work, which is a problem with these cars. It rides great, like phenomenally. The Nismo coilovers this thing comes with, or this particular car came with, ride extremely well. Even though I have them lowered all the way, still good. Not one creak, not one crack, no grind, like no noises. It's really just a nice, tight car. Really good example. I think I got pretty lucky. Power delivery wise, it's stock RB26, right? I like how quiet it is, like for a street car, driving it around, driving it through my neighborhood. This car is just civilized. You'll hear me say that about some of the other vehicles we built, but this one is too, man. It's really good. Good car. Well, pretty pumped on the way the Regamasters look on the GTR. Kind of knew they were going to look good. Not the first person to put Regas on an R33. The silver on silver I was a little worried about. Turns out it looks really good, really pops without being too ricey, you know? All right, so that's a wrap on the R33 video. Probably not going to be a whole lot of videos on this car because don't plan on doing a lot to it, but maybe some of the restoration work and other minor upgrades we do to it will wrap up into another video. But make sure you stay tuned to our other videos. We have the R32 GTR build going on, and then all the other cool stuff we do, projects for clients and ourselves. Make sure you subscribe. Stay tuned to the next video. Thanks for watching.